What's up, y'all, and welcome to another video. Today's gonna be a fun one for me. I'm excited to show this off, something I've been working on for a while. This is a Star Wars video, so if you are a Pokemon person, if you're one of these people, Pokemon only, it's probably not the video for you, but, you know, I'm mostly doing this channel just for fun, just to show off my collection, kind of talk about it. There's also some random stuff on my desk, but anyways, I really wanted to show off this piece of a Star Wars collection that I've been putting together. This is going to be a complete set of the Star Wars High Republic gold refractors. I would have to guess this would be the only YouTube video showing it. It may genuinely be the only complete set. If somebody watches this video, they also have a complete set, you know, I mean, I guess you may not want to tell me, but, you know, if you do, reach out to me. I'd love to hear about it. So I'm going to, you know, I'll probably have a little bit of a clickbaity kind of title where I talk about, is this the only set? And I really don't know. I don't actually know. But what this is, so in 2021, Topps put out a Star Wars set under the Topps Finest line. They don't do these very often. You see the little logo there, Topps Finest. I don't know when the most recent one, but it's been a long time since they've done a Finest Star Wars set. It's different than the Chrome set, the Galaxy set. These are all different Topps lines of Star Wars cards. The Finest set, overall, I think the base cards are okay. You know, I don't think they're particularly interesting, but with every Topps set, there are a number of different inserts. And one of them for the 2021 Topps Finest was the High Republic set of inserts. So High Republic, for those that aren't familiar, is it's kind of a multimedia approach to a new generation of Star Wars content, a new kind of area in the Star Wars timeline that Disney wants to explore. It's set roughly like 300 to 500, I think, years before the Phantom Menace. And stars a whole new set of characters and set during, as you might imagine, the height of the Republic. So, you know, I've been reading the books. I really enjoy them. They range in quality, but they're generally good. There's also a comic book series. The High Republic is mentioned frequently in the newest Star Wars video game, Jedi Survivor. And probably will become a little bit more mainstream with the release of The Acolyte, the next Star Wars Disney Plus show, which will be set in the High Republic. So this set, it comes in a refractor, just a base refractor, which I actually have a set of that. I don't have it with me at the moment, but it's just like, you know, a silver card. Then there's the golds to 50. There are also red refractors to 5. And there are super fractors, which is a Topps thing, and those are the one of ones. They're kind of like a diamond kind of pattern, I would say. The 50s were the ones that I've targeted. I wanted to complete the whole set. There are 20 cards in the set. I targeted the 50s because they seemed more attainable. So we've been staring at the same card. I could start going through them. You know, you guys are going to really know the characters, and if you do, you know, I'll show them. I'm not going to read off every character. This is one of the main bad guys, though, Marchion Ro. He's, I think, the kind of the head honcho, the Darth Vader of the book series, anyways. So, you know, you'll see all the way from 20 to 19. You'll notice some of these cards are graded. Some I graded myself, like this Lorna D. I graded myself. She's another one of the villains. They are, what are they called? The Nihil. There you go. There's just a card just referring to them as a general group. So this set took me about a year to put together. Geode, he's one of the co-pilots of one of the ships. Kind of a cool character. Literally just a rock. Took me a year to put together. Hard to find. Generally speaking, I spent about $30 per card for the ungraded cards. I wasn't necessarily concerned with obviously trying to get each serialized card like the same number. That would be a little too much. She's the Chancellor of the Republic at this time, Lena So. Spent about 30 bucks a card. Some of them I got for a lot less. Some I spent a little bit more, especially near the end, just to complete the set. Some I was able to win for auction for like very little. I graded this one myself. I'm not super concerned with getting all 10s. I'd like to get all 9s and 10s. I'm going to grade them all probably sometime next year. We'll see how that goes, how many 8s I get. You know, I'll almost certainly replace anything lower than an 8. But if they're mostly 9s and 10s, I may try to replace the last two. If I can. That's the other thing is, like, I finished putting this set together, and I'm very happy that I was able to do it. Because I think I started kind of at the last possible time that this would be possible, in the sense that I have all those saved searches still on various websites, mostly eBay. And I can't, they're not populating anymore. You know, when I was really trying to complete the set, I would see like a new card pop up, you know, in my Topps High Republic to 50 search. I would see a new card pop up, you know, once every week, let's say, maybe. So fairly often. Sorry about that little interlude. My dogs were barking. Didn't want to have to, you know, you guys to have to listen to that over and over again. Anyways, they were popping up every week or so. But now you know, that search may populate with one new thing once every couple months. And so getting all 20 cards, you know, seems like at this point would be very difficult. It's not to say it would be impossible. I think it you know, certainly could be possible, but it would definitely take some real effort. And it took me a lot of effort, I will say. These I bought graded. This one, we're going to go back to the Yoda in a second, but this one I actually, you know, I spent more for this one, right? Like, it's only a mint 9. I had trouble finding this card in particular, so I ended up spending more. I think I spent like $60, $70, maybe even $70, so almost double what I was paying for the ungraded, just to get the 9. You know, it's a 9, and I'm only collecting 9s and 10s. I don't necessarily need all 10s. And I was really having trouble finding this particular card. Going back, though, the Yoda, I won this graded at auction. This is probably like the chase card of the subset. I won it at auction for $70. It is more recently sold at auction for around $160. So, you know, it's you know, that's 2 auctions, but there's certainly a lot of variation. You just needed more people chasing it. But like a Yoda to 50. Especially if he appears in the Acolyte, which I would imagine he will. I would imagine this card in particular may continue to appreciate a little bit. Cool card for sure. Then there was this one. We're almost to the end here. A few more. The hardest card for me to get, I think we have not passed through yet. Right, yeah. So most of these, you know, some of them I found almost immediately. Others took a long time. This one was the last card for, I don't know, 3 months-ish. I could not find a single copy of this card reasonably priced. There were a couple people that had it for like $80 or $100. I was not willing to pay that much for an ungraded copy. You know, finally one came up auctioning from Canada, and I won it for right around, I think he had a beginning price of like 35 US. I was always going to pay that. I figured I was probably the only one willing to pay that, honestly. And sure enough, I was, and I won it for right around that much. And this is the last card, so this is the number 1 of the set. So we kind of went in reverse order. I think it's a really cool set. Whoops. And to complete a serialized set like this really took a lot of collecting effort, which for collecting is kind of what I enjoy the most, is like really putting in that effort, and something being truly difficult to replicate. Like I said, I may have the only set out there. I really don't know. You know, it sounds like gloating. It's not. It just may actually be the case. If anyone else has completed it, at most, right, there are 50 people that have completed this set, and I know that's not the case, because there are cards, you know, up for sale currently. So it's less than 50 people. This one I think I won from like Costa Rica or something. But anyways, this video is 10 minutes. I expected it to be like 5 minutes. I definitely rambled a little bit, but I hope you guys enjoy looking at what I think is a pretty cool set of cards. Thanks guys for watching. Honestly, I think later this week you'll be seeing a Pokemon video, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you on the next one.